How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massive Beer Reviews back with a little bit of mystery beer up in this piece in the form of, I have no idea what. Yeah, there you go. Comes courtesy of Mike from Illinois. He decided to next level troll me. Throw a little bit of Crystal Palace in front of this, but, you know, who hates Crystal Palace? It's like hating, I don't know, a breeze. I mean, it's Crystal Palace. So, had to represent while I do the mystery beer. We'll see what's what. The first one, he sent me 2 mystery beers. I'm actually diving into the second now. I was kind of hoping it was going to be a small beer. I was wrong. Well, first things first. I was going to say that it looks like a nitro beer, but it can't be. That cannot be a nitro beer. It looks like it. It's cascading like a nitro beer. The reason why I say it can't be, let's call it a true nitro beer. Man, it looks like it though, doesn't it? The way that's cascading down is because they don't really kind of foam up that much. So I should be, for all intents and purposes, pour this in there as aggressively as possible, and it wouldn't overflow. That's kind of one of the tricks with nitro. There's a decent amount, like at least a third, if not half, left of this can. So yeah, I mean, that looks like a nitro beer, and I'm going to tell you right now from a distance, it smells like chocolate cake. So a big, rich confectionery style stout is what I'm assuming. Label-wise, love it. Christmas wrapping with a little bit of trolling going on. Always my favorite. It's going to be really hard to fight through this nose. It's got to be one of those weird half nitro version beers. So I'm going to try to fight through the nose, see what's what. Oh man, that smells really cool. It smells like almost like a rum raisin, like dark chocolate, German chocolate cake thing going on. There's like a sweet, it's like a maple syrup, but not necessarily maple, like a caramelized kind of syrup thing going on. A little bit of burnt kind of confectionery. What is that? It's somebody's breakfast stout is what it's going to be. It's going to be coffee and maple syrup and all that stuff, but it comes off more like a score bar. Like that, like an adult kind of candy with like a roasted coffee component to it. So that, like a toasted nougaty thing going on. This is dessert all the way. Man, that smells good. Man, that smells chocolatey. Man, that smells vibrant. Oof. Yeah, I'm not going to wait for this nose to settle down. I'm just going to dive right in. Cheers. That's pretty good stuff, man. Man, this is... It reminds me of coffee ice cream. So it's got this kind of breakfast stout thing going on. It has that kind of, that nice, rich, sweet kind of, it's like a really kind of high-end maple syrup. It's not just a sweet on sweet generic maple syrup. And this roasted coffee component, but it comes off very lactose like this. So there's got to be lactose in here. There's got to be cold-pressed coffee, because I'm really getting no bittering whatsoever from the coffee. There's a little bit of bittering there, but I think it's coming from other components. And then you have that maple syrupy thing, but it comes off way more like a maple syrup, Rocky Road coffee ice cream than an actual, like, coffee with maple syrup or a breakfast stout or something like that. Very much confectionery, very much sweeter, very much desserty. I mean, it is vibrant. I mean, the flavors are here cranked to the max. It's cycle level, in your face kind of giganticness when it comes to this stout. But here's the thing. I don't think it's gigantic in ABV. It might be tricking me. I could see this being like double digits, but I think it's less. I think this is 8, like 8.5. So let's cut to the chase. Because it's really, I mean, it is a coffee... lactose coffee milk stout. So it's a milk stout with coffee, maple syrup, some other kind of toasty component in it. Yeah, score bars, candy bars, I don't know. But it comes off really vibrant, really desserty, while at the same time having those breakfast vibes. And like I said, it comes off very much like those kind of things in ice cream form. And I'm going to say 8.9%. 8.9%. Let's see who made this. Yeah. This is really good for what it is. I'm not going to sit here and say this is the upper echelon of beer in general, and that it's nuanced and this, that, the other thing. What it is, good God, just dessert out the max. So it's a Pipeworks beer. Might be a collab. We'll see what's what. So, What do we have here? S'more money, s'more problems. So it's a s'more basing, which kind of makes sense. It's an imperial stout with graham crackers, cinnamon, cacao nibs, lactose, vanilla, and natural marshmallow flavor. You're telling me right now there's no coffee in this. 10.5%, so it is high in ABV. I'm calling porky pies on this. There's no maple syrup in this or some kind of confectionery thing. It could be the graham cracker with the sweetness of the beer itself kind of mixing together, so maybe not porky pies. Yeah, man, it just doesn't remind me. I mean, sure, s'mores, chocolate and vanilla and marshmallow and all that stuff. Sure, yes, okay. Yeah, it's there. But this leaned more like an ice cream than the s'more thing. I'm not hating on that at all. So graham crackers, check. Cinnamon, check. That's what I think I was getting, that spiciness that I thought was maple syrup in combination with the actual sweetness of the beer. Because it's 10.5, but I think it is decently below that in reality, and there's a decent amount of residual sugar, which you'd want in a beer like this. You want it to be sweet. Cacao nibs, of course. Lactose, vanilla, that's readily apparent. And then marshmallow flavor. Yeah. This is fun. This is really, 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 really... really fun. Thank you very much, Mike. This is just a fun beer. This is what, some people, I like getting a little bit highbrow. I like getting a little bit hoity-toity with my beers and being like, this is that. And I'm all sticky and shit. This beer's just ridiculous as far as what it's doing. And it's doing exactly what it wants to do, and it's doing it in a very beautiful fashion, which is being one of the most pastry stouts in the history of pastry stout, but at the same time, not getting over the top. It's a big beer. It's a share beer. It's a beer that you want to split with somebody, but it's not like I'm taking an ounce and I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm going to be able to drink probably this whole can of myself and have no problems with that whatsoever. So that's a cool trick to pull off when it comes to these big, huge, in-your-face kind of pastry stouts. Super fun stuff. Listen, Pipeworks. They don't fuck around, man. Like, old school for a lot of people, but grand scheme of things, they make some of the better adjunct stouts, I think, in the game. Yeah. And this is no slouch. Super fun stuff. One of the better adjunct stouts that I've had as of late, or pastry stouts I've had as of late, non-barrel aged, absolutely without doubt. Probably Mount Rushmore status. Value to availability, no idea. I'm assuming a can like this has got to be like $10, $8, $10. Mike, let us know what's what and leave you with, if you like what, will you like this can? If you like pastry stouts, done and done. I mean, it's cool because, like I said, it's not over the top. Sure, everything's cranked to the max, but it's still drinkable. A very cool thing to pull off when it comes to these big pastry stouts. And if you like those things, you'll like this. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive. If you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a little pastry stout right now. Hope to see you next time. Cheers.